All right, so let's take a moment to check in with your posture, okay? So you're going to stand with your feet hip distance apart. And you're just going to take your hands through your lower ribs, okay? And we'll just take some breath. So really important to connect that breath into the rib cage, okay, through the practice. And at the same time as you're using that breath and taking it into the ribs, it's a lateral thoracic breath, you're going to be feeling that engagement through your core muscles, okay? The practice is really a core-centric practice, okay, for core stability, all right? That then allows us to bend and twist and reach and all of that stuff with confidence in our daily tasks, okay? So functional form of fitness, okay? So your pelvic floor and deep abs engaged. And we'll just start rocking back on the toes and the heels and bring the arms up on the in-breath. So just getting warmed up. You want to be nice and long in your neck and relaxed in your shoulders as you rise up onto your toes and come back down through your heels. It's an in-breath on the way up and it's an out-breath to come back down. So the next thing we'll do is start to bend the knees, send the hips back and just into a shallow squat. In breath up and exhale back. Keep those knees aligned with your feet. Reaching up nice and tall, using that core engagement so you're kind of zipped up through your midline. And then one more. Reach it to the top, big stretch, and then come back down through your heels. Step your right leg back, okay, and just stretch into the calf there, okay, and breathe. Come forwards and then step the left leg back, and just take a stretch into the calf there, okay, and then from there, just bring the knees up to the opposite hand. So just take a little bit of time to work into the hips a little bit more and to gradually build a little bit of heat. Step out and just bring your heels coming up towards your hips. And then just step out and just hold it there. Okay. So from there, we're going to reach those arms out and we're going to take a twist. We're going to inhale and then just gently come down, exhale. Come up, inhale and then exhale. Inhale, twist. As you reach your back hand, rotate that and reach down. In breath, twist. Exhale, reach. Keep that core switched on. Try to get a little bit more range into that spine twist and a little bit more range as you reach down. Now let's do one more. And then come up. So stay like that, but turn your toes out, okay? So come down into a wide leg squat now. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. And keep everything switched on as we come down, the knees directly above the feet. In breath down and exhale up. And then one more, and then let's just hold it down there and then just gently pulse. So you're working into your adductors, inner thigh muscles. And then release, and then tuck those toes in. Roll the belly in, hands on the thighs, and just gently track down. So just doing a forward bend here. Reach the hands down the legs as far as feels good for you. Gently come up, resting the hands on the thigh, and just go side to side. So go as wide as you want with your feet. And just side to side. Again, just a little bit of work more into inner thighs again. And then come back to the center. Track those hands down again. Scoop the belly, tuck the head. So you're going to bring your hand down directly underneath your forehead and then take your left hand up to the ceiling. So you're going to push the floor away and rotate round to your left. You're going to change hands. And reach up. And then you're going to come back and roll it up. Okay, and then just bring the feet back and give them a little shake out. Okay, so from here, we're just going to stand feet hip distance apart. And as you take your right knee up, bring your arms up. So just float the knee up to a knee fold position, checking out on your balance and then come back. And then reaching up with the other leg. So find a point to focus on. Make the standing leg strong. Keep the neck nice and low. And reach it up. So next time you come up, take your hand to your knee. Draw the leg out to the side. Then reach away with your left arm. Maybe look out to that hand as well for an extra challenge. Come back to the center. Take the left leg up. Hand to knee. Draw out to the side. Open up the hips. Maybe look to your outstretched hand. And then come back. Okay, good. So this time, let's just try softening the right leg, okay, and taking the left leg back, all right? And then from there, just try to hinge from your hips and then lift your back leg off the floor. Take the hands down towards the floor, lifting the back leg. Slowly come back up. Let's try the other leg. So bend the knee, take one foot back. Now hinge from the hips and try lifting your back leg off the floor. And maybe reach down towards the floor. And then coming back. So we've got to keep everything switched on, we've got to keep breathing. So we're going to try that again, we'll try and develop that a bit. So bend the front leg, take the other foot back. Core engaged, lift your back leg. Now as you fold towards the floor with the hand, you're lifting your back leg. If you can, you get your hands to the floor and then you can try to straighten up through the standing leg and lift the other leg up. And then soften the knee again. Can you come up? Can you bring this back leg forwards? And come up. Two hands above and knee up. And then come back down. Okay? So lots of balance challenge there. Everything trying to stabilize the body, the core engagement. So we take the other leg back now and keep strong on your front leg and hinge from the hips. Draw the belly in, lift the leg. Reaching down towards the floor if you can. If you can, take them to the floor. Try straightening up through the standing leg and reach the back leg away. And bending the front knee, coming up. And then try to bring the back leg up to the front, knee up, reach up. And then come back down. Okay, so let's just give those hips a bit of a release. One way around and then the other. And then let's come to the back of your mat. All right, so we're going to have feet hip distance apart. And we're going to bring chin to chest. And then from there, we're going to roll down from the neck, from the shoulders, from your upper back. Scooping your belly in, try not to let your hips stick out to the back. And just let those arms hang down. When you get down, start bending the knees
one at a time. So hands can be resting, legs, feet, floor, thighs. And then bend the right leg, and then take the left arm up and open up on the left side. Sit bones high on the left side. Bend the left leg now. Straightening the right leg where you can and open up on the right side. Come back. Keep those knees soft, and then take the hands to the thighs if they're not there already. And now look up. As you look up, inhale and send your tailbone away. And on the out breath, tuck the chin, scoop the belly, and rounding it back. In breath, bend the knees and lift the chest. Inhale. And exhale into cat. And in breath, lift the chest. And exhale, rounding the back. And roll up all the way. Bring the arms up now. Stretch to the ceiling. Stretch the fingers, rise up onto the toes. Come back down through your heels. Bring your hands level with your shoulders now. Now send your hips away as you bend your knees into a squat. And we try and hold that position for a moment. Pelvic floor deep abs. Tuck the chin, bring the hands down. And then try straightening the legs as you roll back up slowly, head to the last thing. Restack your spine. So come back up to the top nice and slow. Rise onto toes. Reach. Keep breathing. Bring the heels down. Bring the hands level with the shoulders. Send the hips back. Draw the belly in. Only as deep into that squat as feels good for you. Tuck the head. Bring the hands down. And then straightening the legs, roll it up. Scooping the belly in. One more, reach up. Take a nice deep in-breath. Come down through the heels, exhale into squat. Inhale, tuck. And exhale, roll up. And then stand tall. Okay, good stuff. So we're going to take it to the floor. So just bring your chin to your chest. Roll down. Let those arms hang. And walk it out. Okay, so from here, come to a downward facing dog position. So hips are high and belly strong. And we're pushing the floor away. Draw the abdominals in. And breathe. Pedaling those heels up and down. On an in-breath, come to a high heel down dog, and on the out-breath, stretch the heels down. And on the in-breath, high heels. And on the out-breath, heels down. And in-breath, high heels. And exhale, heels down. From here, if you can, we're going to shift that leg forwards to a high plank position. So the head's well over the hands, you push the floor away. Draw the abdominals in. Come back to your down dog. Anytime you need to, come down to knees, take a breather in child's posture. Come back to that high plank. You're going to take your right knee towards your left elbow. Exhale, come back. Left knee towards right elbow. Come back. Try to keep the body really steady. Exhale, bring the knee towards the elbow. And then push back down dog. And then come down to the floor. And then stretch your back, child's posture. And take some breath. And then from there, just roll yourself up to a high kneeling position. Make sure your knees are comfortable. And reach your arms out in front of you. Okay, from here, we're going to do a thigh stretch. So switch on pelvic floor deep abs. And just leaning back. Roll on the out breath. And in breath coming forward. Exhale, we're coming back. And inhale, we're coming forward. So make sure you're not letting your hips just sink down to your heels. Okay, keeping the body really strong and straight from shoulders to hips to knees. and only going back as far as feels good for you. And one more. And then come down. So we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders now and the knees underneath the hips. Okay, draw the abdominals in. So from here, what I want you to do is to just reach your right arm and your left leg away on the floor. Okay, and then float them off the floor. And hold. Come back. Take your left arm and your right leg along the floor. Everything staying steady. And then if it's okay, you float them off. If it feels too much doing the arm and the leg together, you could just do the leg. So we reach and then we float. Or if the leg's too much, come back, we just do the arm. So keep everything really switched on. Take an in-breath to prepare, reach and lift. And come back. And then the other side, reach and lift. And then come back. And then take the hands forwards, stretch back child's posture, and take some breath. Whilst you're there, walk your hands round to your right hand side. And just feel that stretch down through the side of your spine. Walk round to the other side. And reach round. Okay, good. Let's take the forearms to the floor. Take the weight off the wrists now. And step the feet back and see if you can come to a low plank position, elbows under shoulders. Okay, if that feels too much, let the knees just come down to the floor. Okay, so from here, whatever you're doing, the right leg's going to come up. Okay, either with the knee down or not. You're going to change legs. Lift the left leg, the heel comes up. And change. So we try to maintain that steadiness by pulling in deep through your center. Pelvic floor muscles engaged. Try to keep the hips the same height as the shoulders. Keep changing legs, holding for a moment. Breathing. And last time. And then come down. And stretch it back. Just take some breath. And then just roll up once more onto that high kneeling position. Okay, we're going to develop our thigh stretch this time. We can either maintain what we did before, which was arms out, and we go back. If you want to make a little bit more challenge, reach up, inhale, and on the out breath, come back. Now reach this right arm away. Follow the hand. Bit of a spine twist, open the chest. Come back to the center, inhale at the top. Exhale, you go back. Inhale, you reach away. Left arm, twist. Maintaining that real stillness in the body. Back down to thigh stretch. Reach. Follow the hand. Lift on the in. Exhale back. Reach. Twist. Follow the hand. Inhale, lift. Keep the neck long, the shoulders down the back, pelvic floor deep abs. We're doing one more on each side. And back to the top. Come back, left arm. And then come back down. Okay, good. So we'll come back to hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Abdominals are strong. Everything's steady. So again, reach right arm, left leg, if you can, and float them up. Now hold them and try and lift a little higher. Reach, 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 fingertips from toes. And now bring your elbow and your knee, but don't round through the back, just tuck there. Okay, so we're not bringing knee, and we're not bringing nose to knee. So we're trying to maintain your steadiness. Okay. So all I want you to do is to bring your hand to tap to your knee, but we're not rounding the back. In breath away, and exhale, tap. So really focusing on that real stability. Okay, we're not switching off, because when we add that tuck, then we switch off a little bit. So I want you to really brace through your center. We'll do one more. And release. So come down, hands on the shoulders, knees on the hip. Left arm, right leg, reaching. So we stretch away, abs are strong, and just bring the knee to the hand and the hand to the knee, but not rounding through the back. In breath away. So everything stays at the same height. Abs are strong. Tap. In breath away. Keep switched on. Pelvic floor, deep abs. In breath away. Last one. Really steady. And release. You can either go down dog or child's posture. Take some breath. Breathe. Come up to that high kneeling and now step your right foot forwards. Okay? Send the left knee away. Make sure it's comfortable. All right? And then sink down to feel that stretch through the hip flexors. Hands on the thigh, front thigh. Breathe. So feel that stretch into the hip flexors, and then lean back, draw the toes towards you, push your heel away of your front foot, and now track your hands down your legs. Just to get a bit of a hamstring stretch. Take the hands to the floor if you can make it, and draw your chest down. From here, we're going to bring this right foot back so it's underneath the knee. We're going to take it into a pigeon posture stretch. If you know that one and you're happy with that, join me on that. If not, go to your back and do a figure of four stretch, okay? So with a pigeon, we take the right foot to the outside of the left of the mat, take the hands down, and then place the knee down, and just gently then stretch the left leg away, and then sink down to open the hips. So release. If that's really not your bag, lie on your back and do this figure of four stretch, either with a foot against the wall, okay, for resistance, or pulling up. Open the hips. Wherever you're at, come back. And then let's place the hands at the front of the mat, tuck the toes, and push up to down dog. Draw the belly. Push the floor away. Breathe. So we're going to lift your right leg up and take a nice deep in breath there. And then this time as we tuck, we're bringing the knee and the nose tuck. In breath. Up slowly. And tuck. In breath. Reach. And tuck. Come back down dog. We'll do the same with the other leg. Reach up nice and high. And then tuck. Keep everything braced. So we're not rounding the back as much as we normally do. One more time. And then come down to your knees. And stretch it back. So take some breath into your back. And then rise up onto those high kneeling and step your left leg forwards now. And send the right knee away. And place the hands on that left thigh. Make sure that back knee is comfortable. Sink down through the hips. Feel that stretch on the hip flexors on that right leg. Breathe. Now we're going to straighten out through your front leg. So toes are towards, heels are away. Hands can come down the thigh or they can go to the floor. Breathe. So from here, we're going to draw the heel back underneath the knee. We're going to step the foot to the right side of your mat for pigeon, or roll onto your back for figure of four. Step out if you're doing pigeon, hands come down. Now stretch the right leg away and sink into this stretch. Try and relax into the hips, relax into the stretch. Keep the back leg active. Breathing. If you're figure 4, you lie on your back with your left foot up towards the crease of the hip and you're pulling in towards you. Come back to down dog again if you can, wherever you're at. Roll your abdominals in, come back down to the floor and sit up. With your hands up towards the front of the mat now. Hands on the shoulders, knees under hips. Right leg's going to go back. Okay? Draw the abdominals in. Lift this right leg up and off the floor. Okay? And then from there, lift the knee up to the side. Draw it round and bring it back in and then push it away. Up to the side, round and back. So just then gradually increase the speed with that a wee bit. Try to keep the body as still as you can and just work into the hips there. Breathe. Next time you come back to the center, reach away again. Now change direction, bring the knee in, go out, round, back. Keep breathing. Keep that stability with core engagement. Pelvic floor. You're trying just to keep everything as still as possible. Last one. And then take those knees out a little bit wider on your mat and sink down into child's posture, breathing. So we're going to come back to hands under the shoulders and knees under hips. Abs are strong. We're going to send this right foot away. So reach it away. Now lift that leg up to the side and then wrap it around. Okay, show you from here. So we're up to the side, bring it round and back. And then slow and controlled. Try and continue that movement with as little movement in the body as possible. Make sure you don't forget to breathe. In breath in the center. Exhale away. Really trying to get as much range in the hips, but maintaining that steadiness. I'm going to change direction. We bring the knee in, out to the side, round to the back. Breathe. Keep everything switched on. Pelvic floor, deep abs. Last one. And then release. Stretch the hands forwards. Take some breath. Okay, once again, we're going to rest down on those forearms. And we're going to step back with the feet. Come into that low plank position. Anytime that feels too much, knees down. So if knees are down, just start stretching one leg away at a time. If knees are up, start tapping knees down one at a time. Keep everything switched on, pelvic floor, deep abdominals. From here, turn to your side. Rest one knee down, get the elbow underneath the shoulder, okay? And then from there, take your hand to your lower waist, pull up and lift the hips up and off the floor. Okay, take the hand to the hip and lift. On the out breath, lift. You want more than that? Come off. Stack your feet. Lift. Lift. Nice and long in that leg. Slowly up, slowly down. Last one. See if you can hold it. Reach the arm up. Hold. Stretch the toe away. Breathe. Bring the knee in and reach away. Bring the knee into the hand. Reach away. Bring the knee into the hand. Keep the belly lifted. Last one. And come down. Okay, well done. Swing round. Sit tall on your mat. feet hip distance apart. Draw the belly in, reach the arms out. Tuck the chin, and then roll down through your spine, and then reach the arms as far forward as you can, down the legs of the feet. Pull, scoop the belly, send the tailbone away, feel that stretch in your spine. Breathe, and then roll back up. And release. We're going to stretch the legs out wide now. So as wide as you can go. Wide leg stretch. Sit tall. If you need something underneath the sit bones there to help you lift up, then get a firm cushion or a block or whatever you've got. Take the hands to either leg. Take a nice deep in breath, lift the chest. On the out breath, stretch down. And on the in breath, come back. And on the out breath, stretch down. Every time a bit deeper, in breath, come back. And exhale, stretch down. And then come back. Sit tall, pull the belly in. So from here, take your hands behind your head. Okay, elbows are wide, thighs are on, toes are up, heels are away. If that's uncomfortable, take the hands behind, take them in front of the head. So from here, okay, you're going to twist to your right, and then bring the elbow down inside of the knee. Come up. Twist to your left. Bring the elbow down to the inside of the left knee. Come on. Twist inside of the right knee. Remember, hands can be in front of the head. Twist. Maintain that good form. Keeping the thighs strong. Pelvic floor. Deep abdominals. Twist. Down. Every time or maybe a wee bit further. Maybe look up to the opposite elbow. Twist. Bring the elbow down inside of the knee. Exhaling. Last one. Twist. And then release. Bring the hands behind you. And just try and stretch a little bit wider. Okay? Into your adductor stretch there. Breathe. Now bring the hands in front. And stretch them down. Keep pushing the heels away, rolling the thighs out and away. Split the hands to either leg or foot. And draw the chest down. And breathe. And come up. Okay, so we're going to go to the other elbow, okay? So we did the side plank position, okay, with the leg lift. So now remember which side that you did. Go to the other side. Elbow under shoulder. Knee, okay, in front, other leg long. Take the free hand, lift your waist up, lift your hips up from there, okay? Or if you're feeling stronger, come up here. So we lift the top leg on the out breath. Hand can be on hip or hand can be lifted. Up to you. Keep that lower waist lifted. Try to make sure your neck is not straining, okay? So try to keep that aligned with your spine. Make sure you lift and you lower with control. Exhale up, inhale back. Keep that lower waist lifted. If you need a breather at any point, do that. Otherwise, let's bring the knee in and reach back. Knee in. Keep that lower waist lifted. Pull everything deep in. And feel that work on those hips as well. Keep breathing. Last time, and then hold the leg out. Lift the arm up. Hold it there. Come back down. All right, well done. We're going to lie back. Okay. So bring your feet in so that you're lying down in a neutral spine. That means that you have a natural curve in the lumbar spine. Okay, toes are spread, feet are hip distance apart, hands are on the floor, chin is tucked, chest is open, collarbones are wide, and you're breathing deep and wide into the ribs. So just taking a few breaths there, then bringing the first two fingers on the hip bones and the thumbs underneath. In breath, arch your spine, so exaggerate the arch, and on the in breath, on the out breath, imprint. In breath, arch. And exhale, imprint. So pelvic tilt here. As you go into that imprinting, you should feel pelvic floor, deep abs, re-engaging. Trying to maintain that stillness in the rest of the body. That means the knees are still. You're using your breath, in breath arch, and exhale imprint. You're going to place your hands on the floor. In breath arch, exhale imprint, hands lightly, and then peel up. Lift those hips up. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs. Draw. In fact, just stay in that position there. Keep lifted. Squeeze the inner thighs like you're holding something between your knees. If it feels okay, shove the feet forward slightly. Keep the hips lifted. And then try lifting your toes off the floor so it's just your heels are there. Okay? Not liking that, come back to feet down. All right, so hold that position. You're going to feel greater engagement through your glutes here, your hamstrings, pelvic floor, deep abs. You're going to reach those arms up and over your head. Inhale. Try not to flare up through your ribs. Can you get your hands to the floor? Exhale to come down. Try to maintain that lift with the toes up if you can. Anytime you need to, you're coming down and taking a breather. Exhale, we come down with the arms. And inhale. Reach up and over. Keep that lift. Squeeze through inner thighs. Really stabilize. Don't flare up through those ribs as you come up with the arms on the in-breath. So the next time the hands are coming back towards the legs, just keep them level with the shoulders. Okay? Stretch them to the ceiling, but keep the shoulder blades soft down the back. Place the feet down and bring the hips down. Keep the hands up. Bring one leg up to knee fold position. Bring the other leg to knee fold position. Draw your belly in. Keep everything really stable. So we're going to try that brain gym number where you reach away with the right arm and the left leg, but keep everything else still. Come back, inhale. And then left arm, right leg, everything else stays still. Come back to your tabletop, upside down. Reach. Come back, inhale. Can you maintain that stillness? Coming back. Pelvic floor, deep abdominals. Only go back as far as you can, maintaining that real steadiness. Knees above the hips. Breathe out as you reach, in as you come back. We'll do one more each side. And then come back and hug your knees in. Circle those knees out and round whilst you breathe. Change direction. Okay, good. And breathe. Hug those knees in. Place the feet on the floor. Bring the heels a little bit tighter towards your sit bones. Okay. Draw your belly in. Take an in-breath. Imprint your spine now into the floor. And then peel up. Lift the hips. Squeeze the inner thighs. Okay, the feet are flat on the floor. All right, the chest is open. Keep the left leg steady and try and lift the right leg to knee fold. And just tap down. Knee comes up only level with the hips, not any further. Inhale, up, exhale, tap. Keep the hips lifted. If you want a little bit more work, stretch the leg up to the ceiling and bring the heel down level with the left leg. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Or continue toe taps. And last time. And then come down. And hug the knees in. And take some breath. Breathe. From here, just stretch your left leg long. Bring your head up to your right knee. And then try to straighten the right leg up. And then draw the right leg in to your nose and your nose to your knee as you stretch your left leg away. And then you change and you hold that position. You draw your left leg in and you stretch your right leg away. Take an in-breath change. So we're doing a hamstring pull now. So think about that opposition. Leg that's reaching away, strong. Right leg that you're pulling in, strong. And really use the upper body to pull in with the arms. Keep the head lifted if you can. Breathe. Short and sharp. Longer in-breath. 3, 2, and 1. And hug those knees in. Take your head side to side to release your neck. And then place those feet back in on the floor with the heels tucked in towards your sit bones. Okay, the feet are hip distance apart. Take an in-breath, arch your spine. Exhale, imprint. Then peel that pelvis, then the spine up and off the floor. Lift the hips, squeeze the inner thighs. Draw the heels in maybe a little bit tighter to get that lift. Inner thighs, squeeze it. Keep the right leg strong. Lift the left leg to knee fold. Toe taps. In breath, bring the knee only level with the hip. Exhale, tap down. So we're trying to do this really steady. So you need to keep pelvic floor deep abs strong. And you need to keep the right leg stable. If you want more, reach the right leg up. Exhale, heel down, toes up, inhale. Breathe. Or your toe taps. In breath. Exhale, tap. Right leg stay steady wherever you're at. And then last one. And come back down. Hug your knees in. Imprint your spine, curl your head up to your knees. Take your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows wide, okay? Don't pull on your neck, press your head into your hand. Stretch your left leg long, and now twist to look to your right elbow, and then change. Look to your left elbow, change. In breath to change, exhale to complete. So twist, 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 so you get that thoracic spine working, and then you're really working into those obliques. Really look to the opposite elbow. Last 3, and 2, and 1, and hug those knees in. Breathe. Reach your arms out to the side and let your knees just drop slowly to one side, to the right maybe, and look to the left. Come back center, inhale, and over to the other side. And then come back. And hook those knees in, and roll yourself up. Spin yourself round. Take your hands to the front of your mat. Tuck your toes and lift your hips to the ceiling. Pedal your heels up and down in your down dog. Breathe. Take your left heel to the floor or towards the floor. Take your right foot behind your calf over your left leg. And then sink down. Get more of a calf stretch. If you feel that you can do more, shuffle the left foot back a wee bit. Push the floor away. Change legs. Right heel down towards floor. Left foot hooked behind the right leg. And then from here, we're going to walk those hands to your feet. Keep your head tucked in. Scoop your belly. And roll up. Restack. All right, great stuff. So come back up and just interlace your fingers behind your back. And just stretch those arms away. Open the chest and the shoulders. Lifting the arms up. Turn the head one side. And the other side. And then center. Bring the hands forward. Now separate the shoulder blades. Keep the elbows soft. And release. Come back to feet hip distance apart. Take a nice deep in breath. Reach the arms up. Sweep them around. Exhale. In breath top. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. Okay, that's it. Well done.